Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76, my original channel. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone who watched my Kevin Samuels stream. I want to thank the panelists who came into the stream, and I want to thank everyone who donated to the stream, and I want to thank everyone who subscribed to my science and technology channel, which, as BGS agreed, that might be my most important channel in terms of raising awareness of the STEMs and getting more of our young people from the ADOS tribe into the STEMs, and that platform, that channel might give me the ability at some point to get out into the larger media and talk about my STEM journey so that I can help inspire, again, more youngsters, especially the boys from the ADOS tribe, to get into pharmacology, artificial intelligence, gene editing, whatever it is, chemical engineering, whatever it is they have a talent and an interest for. So I want to thank everyone for that. If you haven't subscribed, I think that channel is right at 900. And as you know, once I get to 1,000, it can have a super chat. But I think the most important thing is also the community tab, because that will allow me to share other pieces of information which may not be scrutinized as much as actual video, which is being read by the algorithm. As you know, that science and technology channel got taken down for a brief period back in March because me and the scientist supreme, the lioness Nicole Ali, we were talking about the vaccines in a live stream, and I clipped off a piece of it and re-uploaded it regarding the pharmacodynamics of the vaccines, and it violated YouTube's community guidelines, and they took my channel down. They took that video down, but YouTube and Google were gracious enough to put the channel back. So in any case, if you haven't subscribed, please go over and subscribe. The Kevin Samuels stream. So as per usual, well, let me go back. I acknowledge that when the stream gets opened up and other guys come in, things can get a little testy. It can turn into a bit of a barbershop, and this is such a polarizing thing, and Kevin is so polarizing that you have people in the chat room saying things to the panelists, and then you have panelists saying things back to the chat. And even some of the panelists have very, very strong takes and opinions, all of which I don't necessarily agree with. And in some instances, when things are said, I kind of go, wow, and whoa, because people are listening to these streams. If you leave them up, and I'm trying to figure out the balance between leaving streams up and taking them down. I know Angry Man and Valdez the Angry Man and Grinch and those guys, they take streams down, and I'm trying to figure out what the formula is for that when I have these types of streams. But things get a little testy, and things did get testy there. But I thought that my initial story and my initial account of meeting Kevin and what I think he's doing now, I thought that was fine. I don't see why anyone would have an issue with that, and I apologize if you were offended by anything. But a key pillar of this channel is critical thought and thinking, even if it's things that you're not used to thinking about. So the night before I hosted that live stream, I think Kevin did a broadcast of his own celebrating his 1 million subscribers. And you know what? I don't post I look at a show sometimes. I don't post everything over into my Facebook network, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I post other shows that I think are going to be volatile and shows that might hurt people's feelings over there. And I post them just for knowledge. I don't post them to offend anyone. I don't post them to make anybody angry, though they might make people angry. Like as we speak right now, Ramil is having a talk with Savings Minus Debt. And I think the stream is entitled Why Individuals in their 50s and 60s are still paying their student loans, why those people are lames. Okay, I was tempted to share that over to Facebook, but you have to. People get offended, people's feelings get hurt, and people get triggered when they see certain things. It might be information that's valid and valuable, and it might be information that can help them, but we're in an era now in 2021, even going back to maybe the last 10 years, where when people see an inkling of something, feelings get hurt. And a similar thing happened with Kevin on Friday night. I just shared his stream celebrating his 1 million subscribers over on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page. I didn't write anything over it like, haha, look at this, he reached 1 million, or I didn't write, I hate Kevin, damn it, he's reached 1 million. I just posted the link there that's got his thumbnail image, him sitting, in his suit, looking away. And to make a long story short, that offended somebody. And it was someone, well, I'll just say that it offended somebody. And I think that I will leave it there. But what I thought about after the person let me know that just seeing that on my Facebook page, what I thought about was, I thought about the numerous people in my circle who've told me that they've left Facebook. And I think people have left Facebook because it's just too sensitive over there. And BGS has said that Facebook is a female-dominated space. I never thought about that. But when I think about the story tab in my Facebook account, the majority of the people posting pictures are female. So that might be some indicator of that. But numerous people have told me over the years that they've left Facebook because it can get a little too contentious. And I think people over there, in some instances, are living in a bubble. And people are living in their own bubble. And it's hard for them when they see things outside of that bubble to stop and think and say, okay, is there some validity to this? So that post, just posting it there, it offended somebody. It probably offended numerous people. When I did my stream, I simulcasted to Facebook and someone left an angry face right under it. So just right now, this is Kevin. Right now, Kevin is like garlic to vampires. As soon as people see him, they cringe and they bristle, and a lot of folks scurry away. And I've heard that there are females and women cutting guys off even for the mere mention of him. And what that reminded me of, it reminded me of our last president, Don Cheeto. He's known in the YouTube streets by some people as Don Cheeto. I'll call him Don Cheeto. Even just, I acknowledge that things got pretty polarizing during his presidency, and there were some people who took it to the extreme. But even if you were someone who agreed with just some of the policies in that administration, in voicing that openly, you were risking losing relatives, you were risking losing friends, you were risking people unfriending you, you were risking people abandoning you. But that's where we are in 2021. Even just a hint of something someone doesn't like and they will cut you off. It doesn't matter if the person is actually doing something meaningful. It doesn't matter if what they're talking about or what they're doing makes sense. Just the hint of that person can cause people to cut you off. It's a dangerous time too, because all you have to do is just give sound bites of someone, and when that happens, things can get taken out of context, and you can replay those specific bites and sound bites and clips and excerpts over and over and over again, and say, okay, well, look at what he did to this person. The average at best thing. There was a whole show that was just 4 to 5 minutes of a whole hour to 2 hour show. And so if you just saw that one clip, yes, you would think that Mr. Samuels was the worst guy, but there was more to it. He was, in that particular show, the show was about something, and she came in and wanted to talk about her, and that was a major part of what happened. That was one of the major reasons why he was so ornery with her. But I'm just saying that to say that in today's age, you could cut out a little piece of something and then say, well, see, this person is a misogynist, or this person is a racist, or this person is a xenophobe, or whatever you want to call someone. This person, yeah, you can do that. And that's the danger of today. And that's another part of misinformation. And that's a major issue today. So that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to get across in this afterthought of my stream on Kevin Samuels, and also uploading or sharing his 1 million subscribership celebration to my Facebook page. It's a dangerous time. You can't even share things. People are hypersensitive, and they at times lack the ability to take a closer look and see what's actually being said. We're in an era where people won't necessarily ask you, why did you share that? What were you trying to get at there? What did you want your Facebook friends to see by sharing that? It's just, nope, he shared that, boom, he's gone. So during the Trump administration, one of the things me and my mentor talked about is whether or not our country has become too soft. And he was of the opinion that our country has become too soft. And our country has become too weak mentally, and just too reactive, and just too sensitive to things. And I think that there's some validity to that. That's what I wanted to say. There's still some meat on the bone from that live stream, and I have a few more things that I want to say regarding that live stream and surrounding this whole thing. So I have a few more offerings just piggybacking off of that. So hey everyone, thank you for listening to this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Again, if you haven't, please go over and subscribe to my science channel, Big Discussions 76, Science and Technology. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I will talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.